Welcome to Region Degenerates. We are a proud member of the Overtime Sports Network. You can find the Overtime Sports Network on the interwebs at www.otsportsnetwork.wixsite.com/OTSN. We have all your gambling, blogging, podcast needs. We also have live shows. Now go check us out. We are also on Twitter at _OTSN. We no longer have next. We are now. Boys, let's get to the show. Welcome to Region Degenerates, introducing your co-hosts.
It's your boy Nate.
And everyone's favorite idiot, Kyle Crown.
And I am your host, Mikey Wilson. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Region Degenerates. Same crowd as last week. Well, this will be 2 weeks ago, as far as everyone's concerned. Just Nate Fowler in the room.
Yeah.
How you doing, bud?
I'm doing great. Better than I was a couple days ago. I had a nice, how long would you say, foot-long turf burn up the arm.
Yikes. Did you have that night?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, other than that, it's healing up. That was weird.
Light just blew? Fucking lights are hard to find.
I bet.
They're not regular light bulbs. They're like half the size of regular light bulbs.
Oh, I see. Yeah, those are super small. Well, anyways, there's a demon in the room, a ghost. Week's been good. Got the weekend off. We had some scheduling difficulties for the football team this weekend. Team folded early, so we couldn't fill the schedule. Yeah. I've had two canceled games this year, which I'm not going to really complain too much because I get to rest. I'm an old man now, so I'm the old man vet on the team. So more rest means I can play better later in the season.
Is Saturday the big game when you said you're playing a super team coming up?
That was 2 weekends ago.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll probably end up seeing them. We'll see them again in the playoffs, depending on how the seeding goes. Because we either have the option of how it was last year, where North is seeded against the North, South versus South, and then North versus South in the championship game. But Coach was saying earlier in the year, because so many teams are folding, that if it gets to a certain number of teams in the league, it'll just be a seeding 1 through 6 or whatever. So it'll be mixed match throughout the thing, which I think I would like better just because it gives us a better chance to meet the super team in the championship versus seeing them in the semifinals. We had a game last weekend against the number 1 team in the South. Doesn't say much because I would probably compare them to the AFC South? East. AFC East. Looked good on paper as far as record goes. They were undefeated. They were 6-0 and we were 5-1 or whatever. But South Division is just hot ass. The last 3 years they haven't been that great. They have a lot of teams down there. They got talent. It was a good game. We were down 6-0 all the way up until the third quarter, I think, and then we just started coming back. A lot of defensive touchdowns, and we came back 18-6. Defense wins championships for us, unfortunately. Don't give me a break. I did blam somebody up the sideline.
Okay.
It was first big hit of the year, which I was pretty happy for because everybody makes fun of me because they say I'm not fast. So, I kick the ball as well on top of being the middle linebacker. I know I'm a dangerous. I'm a threat.
Play all sides of the ball.
Yeah, I play all sides of the ball. I kick to the guy that we weren't supposed to because he's their best player. Of course, he was wearing 23, so he was fast.
Yep,
and, the athletes always wear 23. I accidentally kick it to him because there was an open spot, but I was hoping it was going to roll into the end zone and get my first touchback, but instead it bounces right to him.
Oh, no.
So then all he has to do is he turned to the ball, he had his back to us, and as soon as he caught it, he turned around and put the Jets on.
Oh.
Literally nobody in sight. Like, he's just zooming through. I'm like, fuck, it's going to be me or a touchdown.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I don't know if he just didn't notice that I was there because I beeline straight to him. I think he had just juked a guy who ran through a block or whatever.
He had
didn't see me. Fucking took him. We hit and we slid for a good 2-3 yards. Oh, man, that hyped me up. I was ready for the rest of the game after that. And then I got another one after that, but it wasn't as clean.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but we ended up coming back winning 18-6. Shouldn't even have been that close to even begin with. Should have blew them out. We beat them with worse last year, I believe, when we played them in the preseason. But I guess they've made some pickups because, again, there's teams folding left and right. But yeah, it was a good game. I'm happy we won. We ended up showing up in time for you to be somewhat alive.
Yeah, I don't
for the
remember
party.
you being here.
You made me 3 brats.
You're welcome.
You said, I got sriracha, I got potato and cheese, and I have the gummy bear one.
Did you try the gummy bear?
Yeah, I fucking hated
It was
it.
trash.
I was really confused. I was really, really unsure of what the hell I was eating at first. Because you didn't tell me
How
which
far
one
did
was
you get
which. Oh, as soon as I
Yeah.
put my
Thumbs
teeth
up?
into it.
Did you
I don't
throw it away right away?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Did I? So, big question here. Did I deke you and tell you it was really good, or did I tell you it was trash, or no warning?
You said, go ahead and take a bite and throw it right away.
Okay.
You told me the 3 flavors because that was all that was left. And I was like, I'll take all 3. I was like, winner dinner, because I haven't eaten since the football game. Before the game, I just had like some little beef jerky at halftime. So I was like, whatever, I'll eat, because I planned on drinking pretty heavily for the next 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So you made all 3, and you're like, well, it's toss up because I don't fucking know which one is which.
Surprised they were even cooked.
So, yeah. You warned me. Oh, funny, because you weren't around. You warned me about the bratwurst, gushing.
Yeah, the skins were tough. I remember that.
You poked them, so I thought we were good. So I sit down next to Jer.
Oh, I do remember breaking your skins.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
You broke it, so I thought we were good, because I don't very often eat bratwurst, so I don't fucking know.
I thought you were good too, by the way.
Yeah. So I go and I take a bite. The biggest stream of hot liquid hits me in the arm, and then you just hear Jer. He's in his jean shorts. Ah, fuck! I look over and he's like, "You almost burnt my balls." I fucking got it everywhere.
I do remember those cases being tough.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So I'm chewing into the first one because you told me it was gummy bear.
Mm-hmm.
You said, I think this is gummy bear. So I'm eating it, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck
No,
this
you would
is.
know right away.
I didn't have any idea because you said one was sriracha, so I'm like, it wasn't spicy, so that's where I was having an issue because it wasn't like super sweet, but it wasn't spicy, so I was really confused. I'm like, do I like the gummy bear?
No.
Because somebody,
The answer
I
is
forget
no.
who it was like, if anybody's gonna like the gummy bear, it would probably be Nate. And I was like,
I don't know who
it's
likes
not,
that.
that's not wrong. I was like, there's not very many foods that I don't like. So I'm sitting there eating, and I'm having like thoughts like, am I the sicko that likes gummy bear bratwurst? So I finish it. I'm like, I don't even know, because Margie kept asking me. She was like, was it sweet? I'm like, I don't even know. Like, I can't
It
even
had to be the
explain it.
cheesy potato.
No, it was. I think it was the sriracha.
Okay.
Because the next one I ate was the cheesy potato.
Cheesy potato.
Because you could see the little potato chunks
Got
in
it.
there. So then the last one was the fucking gummy bear. I'm like, well, if I like the gummy bear, then this bratwurst is going to be spicy. As soon as I bit into it, it was like I had a month's worth of garbage just leak into my mouth.
So bad.
I spit it out instantly. I didn't even give it a chew. Like, I bit the end off, and I spit it right out.
It's so bad.
It was awful.
have
I was
4 left.
excited for you.
I have 4 left. I was excited too.
I was excited
I don't
to
even
try.
care that it was bad. So Julie was making fun of me because it was bad. She's like, I told you it was bad. I don't know. You got to be tired of being wrong all the time. I'm like, babe, when you see something like that, you have to try it.
Yeah,
Like, what if it was the most amazing thing
Right.
you've ever had in your life?
right. It's like the TikTok trends going on right now, the mixing different things together. People are loving the mustard and watermelon. Yeah, it's something you probably don't think would taste good, but I haven't tried it. But yeah, that's what I was telling. That's what I was telling her too, or Margie. I was like, if you go to there's a place in the square or the roundabout in Indianapolis, it sells different flavored pop or soda, however you want to call it. I'm like, they have corn on the cob flavored pop out there. Like,
Wolf.
it
Gotta
could.
try it.
Some people might like it as like a novelty, like they're gonna collect it just because it's a funny ass
You
flavor.
gotta
Like,
try it, though.
yeah,
Like,
I
when
was
see
almost
dumb
tempted.
Shit like that, I have to, unless it's like outrageously priced,
Yeah,
or if it's something I know I'm not gonna.
yeah.
like. You gotta try it.
Yeah, when we went out to Indianapolis last year, I think it was the weekend before we went to Michigan.
Okay.
We went out there, me and Rachel, and they had all kinds of flavors, and I was so tempted because I'm that weirdo that is willing to try new stuff, but it was too expensive to buy like a certain amount of pop, and I don't drink it very often, So I went with flavors that I liked.
Yeah, that's got to be something too. Like, so corn on the cob pop, we only sell it by the 30 rack. Well, I'm not fucking buying 30 of them.
Yeah, no, thankfully it was only a bottle at a time, but yeah. So that's what I was telling her. I was like, they sell corn on the cob flavored pops in Indianapolis. Like, it's more than likely just a novelty.
Yeah.
There's no way somebody actually likes that flavor.
No.
Because it was awful.
It was god awful.
It was like eating garbage.
Pullman, did you meet? No, Pullman left before you got there.
I met the Nick guy.
Schmidt.
Schmidt.
His last name actually Schmidt.
Funny.
Pullman. It was Pullman, Schmidt, and Wiseman were here while I started cooking the first time because I got hungry.
Yeah.
And I made everybody a gummy bear brat. Wiseman didn't want one. He wanted to take a bite out of somebody else's. Which, foreshadowing, that's the way to go because no one's going to finish one.
Right.
So I made Nick, Pullman, and myself a gummy bear brat. I bit into it and I got all the sweet gummy bear juice. And I go, oh, this isn't going to be good. Like, I broke the skin. I didn't bite into it, but I broke the skin. I was like, oh, this is not going to be good. I went in for another bite. Threw mine right away. And then Pullman still has one. I made Pullman 2 brats. I made him a cheesy potato and then the gummy bear. And he had the gummy bear sitting on his plate with one bite taken out of it. I go, did you like that? And he goes, no, I'm going to try to finish it. I said, no, fucking throw that shit away, dude.
Yeah, what the hell?
We playing that game. I'll make you 10 more brats before I make you finish that.
Right.
Yeah, nobody liked the gummy bears. I don't think Kyle tried it.
Yeah, good.
It's a good call not to try it after.
Yeah.
So I was talking to Gags on Happy Hour last Monday, and I said, you got to try something like that unless it's a situation where your buddy comes over and you're like, yeah, I had this gummy bear brat. It was fucking disgusting. You can try it if you want to. Then you're like, oh, I'll take your word for it. But if you see it in the store like that, it's just like, oh, I got to pick it.
Yeah.
And I said, I picked 8 of them up because I figured once I fired the grill up and I said, I got gummy bear brats, everybody's interest would go, yeah, I'll try one.
Nope, didn't happen.
It didn't.
Nope. Yeah, Rachel will do that shit to me too. She'll bite into something like, oh, it's gross. You want to try it? No, fuck no. Get it away from me. I don't want it.
Sometimes I will though. Like Julie does that shit a lot too. But mine and Julie's tastes are completely different. Like I like dry tart wines, and she likes sweet. Like I'll try the sweet wines, but I know I'm not gonna like it.
Yeah.
But if she goes, oh, this is right up your alley. Okay, I'm all in.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you ready to jump and talk some sports?
Yeah, let's talk some sports.
Wait, did you get to play big beer pong?
We did for a minute. It was too dark.
How were you?
I was good when I practiced, and then when we played, Jeremy was fucking holding on to the team there.
Yeah, nobody was good, by the way.
Jerry was sinking most of them.
Crown was pretty good.
And he was drunk.
We had a bet how many times Crown would pull up. He never did. That's gonna be a hit. I'm gonna bring that around for like parties and shit.
Yeah, that'll be cool. I think the I don't know what's more expensive. The balls kept bouncing out of the rocks.
Yeah,
I said sand would be cool or water.
But it was so cold that night. I didn't want people like putting their hands in the water and then getting cold because it wasn't super. It was raining all day too. Like,
yeah, it was a decent temp.
It was supposed to be cold. Whatever. But yeah, it's got to be water.
Yeah,
it's got to be
for sure.
Let's talk a little NFL. Let's start NFL.
Let's do it.
All right. So, me and Gags talked extensively on the Rodgers situation on Happy Hour last week. You can go check that out. Real quick, your thoughts on Rodgers? He's not going to mandatory camps right now, and training camp starts. I forget what day it was. I got to pull my notes up, but training camp starts soon, and it's a $50,000 fine to miss practice or a day. And I think he'll lose somewhere around $600,000 if he misses all of camp.
I mean,
thoughts on, is he going to play for Green Bay? Is he going to get traded? Do you think he'll do something else? Do you think he'll sit out?
Well, from what I've seen there, they lose a lot of money. They get hit in the cap space if they do trade him. So I don't know if that's going to be in their interest. I think if he doesn't want to play, I think they would rather take $600,000 from him than to trade him away and lose. I forget how much it was. It was something crazy.
It's outrageous.
Yeah. So, I mean, it'll suck. As much as I am a Bears fan, Aaron Rodgers is a really good quarterback. That is somebody that you would want to keep playing the game as much as you hate seeing him fucking beat the shit out of the Bears two
Well-
times out of the year, 3 times out of the year.
Here's the deal: if you want him to keep playing the game, and I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the Green Bay
Yeah.
heads. If you want him to keep playing the game, just give him what he wants. A little bit of respect.
It's not that hard.
You know,
He's the MVP last year.
right?
MVP. What the fuck else do you want him to do? He deserves some kind of raise. I don't know. I think if Denver puts a package together, I think he could definitely
we talked about that
go play in
extensively on Happy
go
Hour.
play in Mile High.
Denver has already offered first and second rounds this year and first round next year.
So, who was the most recent one that got a lot of first round picks?
Matt Stafford was the most recent one. So Matt Stafford. And
No, not quarterback, just player. Recently,
Oh.
they gave up a lot of first rounders for. Just recently, they traded for.
Denver or Green Bay.
Just I forget
Oh,
what
just-
team it was.
Was it your Bears for Mac?
No, it was more recent than that. I can't remember, but somebody just gave up like 2 first rounders
So
for somebody.
Matt Stafford and Jared Goff just got traded this
Yeah.
year. And when Jared Goff went over there, it was Matt Stafford for Jared Goff, a first and a second this year, a first and a third next year, and a first the year after.
Okay, maybe that's what it was.
Plus, Jared Goff is a first round overall pick in 2016.
Yeah,
So that's 4 first rounds, a second round, and a third round for Matt Stafford.
that's what it was. I was trying to think. I was thinking of somebody. That makes sense.
So
Yeah. So Aaron Rodgers is definitely worth more than that. He's worth more than 2 first
you
rounders.
think so?
At least 4.
That's just a foot in the door for Denver to
Yeah.
say, hey, we're willing to give you a bunch. Let's see what happens. I'm thinking it's probably going to be, it's not going to happen, but it'll be somewhere around 3 firsts, a second, a third, and probably Cortland Sutton. Which sucks because that's your bargaining chip to get Rodgers over here. Like, here's
Yeah.
the guy you're throwing to. You're throwing to him and Jerry Jeudy. You got Noah Fant. Like,
Yeah, they're
You-
very much there.
might have to get rid of Chubb. Gags brought up getting rid of Chubb, but
Yeah.
now where's your defense at with Von Miller? You know,
Right. Yeah, he's injury prone now.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I don't see them getting rid of him because that would just be ridiculous.
Ain't gonna happen.
That would be ridiculous. So I think they'll just wait it out. I would think they're gonna
wait
make
it
him
out.
pay his money,
That's the answer.
and if he sits out, then he sits out. Because they were already pretty much trying to kick him out to begin with, and then he ended up being the best fucking quarterback in the league. So I don't know. That's a wild situation over there.
All right, we're gonna talk. Excuse me. We're gonna talk division winners. We're gonna run through the AFC. We're gonna run through the NFC. We might skip a division or two. AFC East. We might just flip a coin. So let's start AFC East. The Buffalo Bills are projected to win that at -150. The Miami Dolphins are coming to second at +310. The New England Patriots are +350, and the New York Jets are +2100. Isn't Sam Darnold coming back?
No, he's in Carolina.
That's right.
They picked up who they just drafted somebody. I can't think.
That's right. So who do you think will win the AFC East?
I think the order's almost exact there. I think definitely the Bills. They're way too good, and Josh Allen is just ridiculous. Zach Wilson, there you go. I think how the order's set up right now, I think the Patriots will be second. So Bills, Patriots, Dolphins, Jets. I think that would be my projection. But definitely the Bills. Oh, my screen went black. Oh, there we go.
I went Bills also.
Yeah, it's hard not to.
Okay. I'm thinking Dolphins. You got Tua over there.
You got
But
Tua
it's
over
hard to
there.
beat the Bills.
Yeah.
Going on to AFC North, you got the Baltimore Ravens at +115, the Cleveland Browns at +145, the Pittsburgh Steelers at +440, and the Cincinnati Bengals at +2300. I might surprise you here.
You going Steelers?
I'm going Cincinnati Bengals. You get Joe Burrow back after his injury. I think the Bengals have a chance to surprise a lot of people. And at +2300, it's not a bad pick to throw into your parlay.
Well, if I had to say, I'm Joe Burrow needs to be protected because he almost got his head taken off last year.
Yeah. You're right.
So if they don't get him offensive lineman, he's gonna be decapitated again this year. He might lose his ligament in his other knee. I was thinking obviously between the first two, Ravens or Browns, because they did have really good playoff runs last year, especially the Browns.
Brownies.
Pittsburgh Steelers are not going to be in playoff contention as long as Ben Roethlisberger's still on the team, and Juju Smith-Schuster dancing on the 50-yard line of everybody else's field. So if I were to pick, I'd probably go the Browns. That would be my pick.
I wanted the Browns. Bengals just look too enticing.
I can see where you're coming from, but they need to block for Joe, or he's going to be no mo.
Moving, no mojo. Moving on to AFC South, you got the Indianapolis Colts at plus 110. You got the Tennessee Titans at plus 115. You got the Jacksonville Jaguars at plus 700. And you got the Houston Texans at plus 2,700. I'll let you go first, Nate.
Well, I did like what the Colts were doing last year. Well, they don't have fucking Phillip Rivers. Who do they got now?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't even remember. Sit up a little bit. Carson Wentz. Oh yeah. Ooh, that's gonna be. Man, I don't know, because Wentz did good his first couple years, and then the Eagles. I don't know what the fuck was going on in Philly. I'm gonna. Fuck. I'm gonna go Titans. It's not that much higher. I'm gonna stick with the Titans. I do like what they got going on at Indianapolis, though. Their defense is really good, and they got a nice lineup at running back in Indy.
Yeah, this is one of the tougher ones between the Colts and the Titans. I went with the Titans as well.
Did you see? I don't know if I brought it up before. Did you see in Jacksonville that Trevor Lawrence has a clause in his contract that there's a no Tebow rule at the 5-yard line going into the end zone? They cannot have Tim Tebow run the ball within the 5-yard line to score a touchdown.
Oh,
as a trick play,
like the like Watson, or not like Watson did,
like a Wildcat,
like Bridgewater did last year with Breeze,
or Taysom or whatever. Yeah, they can't use him at the 5-yard line to score a touchdown at to run the ball at the 5-yard line.
That's big dick energy stuff from a kid that just came out of high school, like college, right? Like, no, we're not fucking playing this game.
Yeah,
I like that.
I thought it was wild.
All right, AFC West. This is going to be pretty quick. Kansas City Chiefs at minus 290. LA Chargers at plus 500. Denver Broncos at plus 600. Las Vegas Raiders at plus 1,800.
I mean, the Chargers did look good after the quarterback. I can't think of his name. Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert came in. Did give him a run for his money, the Chiefs' money last year, but I think they had some injuries, and they weren't practicing against him. They were practicing against they got his lung punctured.
The Chiefs,
yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, the Chargers are going to surprise a lot of people.
Yeah, I think they'll do really well, but Chiefs are just the Chiefs.
All right, for the sake of this parlay, we're going to leave the NFC East out of this. We're not even going to touch this dumpster fire of a division. Cowboys at plus one.
I'm going to go Washington just because Fitzmagic is there.
Oh yeah,
can't go wrong.
I love me some Fitzmagic. You got Cowboys at plus 110. You got the Washington football team, who will have a name next year. They posted that. They posted that they will be announcing their name at the end of this year.
The Skins of Red.
The Red Boys.
The Red Boys. Sound like Pet Boys.
Washington football team at plus 260. The New York Giants at plus 400, and the Philadelphia Eagles at plus 550. I'm not picking this division. It's just
I'm just doing it.
Yeah, it's just not gonna happen. I'm gonna go NFC North. This is Nate's division. You got the Green Bay Packers at plus 100, the Minnesota Vikings at plus 220, the Chicago Bears at plus 300, and the Detroit Lions at plus 2,100.
So this is all on if Aaron Rodgers does not play this year. I do not see them being the winners.
Oh, yeah, if Aaron Rodgers doesn't play, they're done.
because their defense is ass, and there's no way that Love is going to be able to play the same way as Aaron Rodgers. There's just no way. There's no way that he's going to have 30 years of experience at playing NFL level quarterback to be able to audible the same way or read plays the same way as Aaron Rodgers. So if Aaron Rodgers is out, I'm going to say the Vikings. Only because I don't know what Justin Field looks like right now, and I don't have a whole lot of faith in Andy Dalton.
Well, I took the Bears here.
You took the Bears?
I took the Bears.
As much as I want to, I think I'm too much of a realist to be like I say I'm a diehard Bears fan, but I know when to not
They've hurt you too many
say
times.
the Bears.
Yeah,
Yes.
They've hurt you too many times. Another quick one here. NFC South, Tampa Bay Buccaneers minus 195, New Orleans Saints plus 320, Atlanta Falcons plus 700, and the Carolina Panthers plus 1100. I went Tampa Bay Buccaneers here.
That's fair.
I mean,
Yeah. It's hard not to. He doesn't have any competition now that Drew Brees is retired.
Dunzo. I don't believe I picked the NFC West either, but let's run through it. San Francisco 49ers plus 185. The LA Rams plus 195. Seattle Seahawks plus 270. The Arizona Cardinals at plus 600. The Arizona Cardinals have broken my heart so many times. The last 2 years I have been on the Arizona Cardinals bandwagon, and they just don't win. So.
Well, I think as far as records go, it was all pretty close. I think they're all 8-8 or 9-7 or something like that. And I believe the Seahawks were second place. I could be wrong. I'm going to stick with the I'm going to go Seahawks. Seahawks came to mind first. I do like the 49ers. I do like what they got going on defensively, and their receiving core. George Kittle is a monster within himself, along with their running backs. But if boy can't stay healthy throwing the ball,
Jimmy G?
Then they don't have a shot.
So if you follow Nate and take the Buffalo Bills to win the AFC East, the Cleveland Browns to win the AFC North, the Tennessee Titans to win the AFC South, the Kansas City Chiefs to win the AFC West, the Washington Football Team to win the NFC East, the Minnesota Vikings to win the NFC North, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win the NFC South, and the Seattle Seahawks to win the NFC West, a $2 bet will net you $1,500.
I might have to take up on that.
I mean, you can even kick a team out and do a 7. I did a 6-leg parlay. I'm going to get to that. I did a 6-leg parlay. I went Bucks, Bears, Chiefs, Jags, Bengals, Bills. $2 wins you $5,000.
Holy shit.
But I got the Bengals in there.
Right. Yeah. I was going to say, how the hell was yours? Yeah, that makes sense now.
I got the Bengals and the Jags in there. It's just like...
Yeah. But still, I mean, $2. What's $2?
I call it a cup of coffee a day parlay. You just make coffee at home all year. You don't buy Dunkin' Donuts $5 shitty coffee, and you make shitty coffee at home.
Sure.
And you can blow money like that on parlays. All right, so let's jump into strength of schedule, which I had to open this, but so the we'll talk. We were originally going to talk Broncos, Cowboys, and Bears. Kyle Crown decided not to show up, so we're going to talk Broncos and Bears. I'll start because mine's going to be kind of quick, and we can jump into the Bears' strength of schedule. Broncos' strength of schedule is 27th. They're also plus 4,800 to win the Super Bowl. I talked to Gags on Happy Hour last. I talked to Gags on Happy Hour last week, and I asked him, "Is it worth throwing $50 on the Broncos to win the Super Bowl?" You would win. It was like $5 or $6 grand.
Okay.
It might have been more than that. It might have been like 50 grand. I don't know what it was, but it was an outrageous amount of money. And you would have to do that before Rodgers gets traded to Denver. By the way, my new Twitter handle is @RodgersToDenver. So every time Gags tweets out a show, he has to type in Rodgers to Denver.
That's funny.
The strength of schedule, let's run them down real quick, and then we'll jump into the Bears. Again, the Broncos is 27 on the list. It's probably apropos for the team that they are. The Pittsburgh Steelers are number 1. Then this is hardest to easiest. The Pittsburgh Steelers number 1. The Baltimore Ravens are number 2. The Chicago Bears at number 3. The Detroit Lions at number 4, which Why?
Practice game. Bye week game.
The Cincinnati Bengals at number 5. Again, why? Not great for them winning their division. Minnesota Vikings, number 6. Las Vegas Raiders, number 7. Green Bay Packers, number 8. Cleveland Browns, number 9. Houston Texans, number 10. The Jacksonville Jaguars, number 11. The Los Angeles Rams, number 12. San Francisco 49ers, number 13. The New York Jets, number 14. The New England Patriots, number 15. The Seattle Seahawks, number 16. The Arizona Cardinals, number 17. The Los Angeles Chargers at number 18. The Tennessee Titans at number 19. The Kansas City Chiefs at number 20. Why do they get such an easy schedule? It blows my mind. The Carolina Panthers at number 21. The Washington Football Team at 22. The Buffalo Bills at 23. Great odds to win the Super Bowl, by the way. Denver Broncos at number 24. The Atlanta Falcons at number 25. The Miami Dolphins at number 26. The New Orleans Saints at number 27. The New York Giants at number 28. The Indianapolis Colts at number 29. Dallas Cowboys at number 30. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 31.
The easiest schedule. Super Bowl champs.
And the Philadelphia Eagles at number 32.
I feel like, well, I don't know.
I don't really know. Like, this has got to be based off of rankings from last year, win-loss records from last year.
Yeah.
Amount of
like when did they put these together? Like if it's at the end of the year, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be number 1 hardest schedule, but they sure as fuck shouldn't be 31st.
Yikes. Not great.
There should be no way that the Chiefs have a harder schedule than the champions.
31st.
That's wild.
So let's talk about the Bears a little bit here. Third hardest. By the way, I said Broncos were 27th. They were actually 24th. Typo on my part. I'm sure Gags is shocked. Bears strength of schedule, third on the list.
Yeah.
Plus 3,000 to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
With a rookie quarterback.
Well, that's if he ends up starting. I'm thinking he will eventually, but as of right now, we got Andy Dalton, boy.
Oh yeah, that's right. Andy Dalton start the first couple.
Yeah.
Then bring Justin
We'll
Fields
see.
in.
I mean, they've been saying nothing but good things about Justin Fields. So, yeah. Yeah, that was another reason why I didn't want him to start right away either, because I looked at the schedule. As soon as he got drafted, like the next couple of days, I looked at that schedule, and it is atrocious.
Well, you start off with the Rams, the Bengals, the Browns, and the Lions.
Browns, yes. Bengals, Lions, no.
The Rams
would be easy. Yeah, Rams obviously are tough.
And then you jump into Raiders, Packers, Bucks, 49ers, Steelers, Ravens.
Yeah.
Yikes. And then it gets easy again. Lions, Cardinals, and then Packers again.
Depending on what's going on there. Division rival.
Yeah.
Seattle. Yeah.
That's a tough schedule.
Yeah.
Those first couple, you're going to breeze by those first couple, but
you would think.
That's tough.
Yeah.
A couple over-unders, huh?
Yeah.
Win totals. Chicago Bears. Over-under 7.5.
That's fair.
All right.
I'd say they can get at least 8 wins.
Rams. Bengals is 1. Lions is 2. Wolf.
Depends on,
Lions
where
is
Green
3.
Bay's at. If they have no Aaron Rodgers, I'm confident that they'll at least beat them once.
Cardinals 4.
I don't know how good their backup is.
Giants 5. I see 5 guaranteed wins here.
With the Giants, too? Yeah, they're not that great.
Giants, Cardinals, Lions, Bengals.
Okay.
I see 5 guaranteed wins. Well, those are if I was a head coach in the Chicago locker room, I'd circle those 5 games and say we're not fucking losing these games.
Yeah. For sure.
You know, that's what I would do as a coach.
Yeah.
These fucking games right here. If
And
we lose.
Steelers.
Yeah, there you go.
Not
Steelers.
guaranteed, but,
but
there's a good shot.
It's a night game too. That's a primetime game.
A good game to think you can win versus trying to beat the Rams or the Buccaneers.
Yeah. I didn't see the Chiefs on here. That's good news.
Yeah. Yeah, just fucking tear our defense apart.
Let's get rid of that. All right, so final thoughts on football before we move on.
Yeah, did you see Richard Sherman fucking got arrested yesterday? Yeah, like attempted burglary murder, I think, or attempted something. Yeah. Yeah. It was something like that. It was some kind of burglary.
Richard Sherman pleads not guilty to 5 misdemeanors. It says, I am deeply remorseful. Click on the link now.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
I'm not going to read all this. I thought it was going to be quick.
Yeah, it's right. I got it right here. Second-degree criminal trespass with domestic violence designation. Malicious mischief in the third degree with the domestic violence designation. Resisting arrest, driving under the influence, and reckless endangerment of roadway workers.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Wow. Have yourself a day, Rich.
Crazy. And we were just talking about last week, who would you want on the team?
Yeah.
And for the
he's
Bears,
free
and I
agent,
said
right?
I would
Yeah.
take Richard Sherman.
Yeah,
He's a criminal.
No, he ain't getting drafted this year.
Nope.
Or picked up anyway. Maybe late.
Yeah, it'll be
Maybe
real
late.
vet men.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to NBA Finals real quick. I mean, Crown's not here, so it's 2-2, I believe. Or no, yeah, this is Game 5 tomorrow. Game 5 is Saturday, so it's 2-2. The Sun on Saturday's games, the Suns are -3.5 versus the Bucks. The Suns are -145 to win to be the overall champions. The Bucks are +125 to be the overall champions. Monday on Happy Hour, me and Gags talked about if you think either one of these teams are gonna win. So like Nate, pick a team: Suns or Bucks.
Suns.
Okay, so if you think the Suns are gonna win, they're at -145 right now. Not great odds. Well, you've already eliminated the Bucks from winning. You think the Suns are going to win. So why don't you try to predict the series right? So the Suns winning 4-2 in a 6-game series is +290. The Suns winning 4-3 in a 7-game series is +160.
Okay.
So that's kind of, and I talked about that again on Monday. I talked about how that's how I look at it. So I say, I think the Suns are going to walk away with this. They're definitely going to win. -145, not worth the money. So I look where the money is at. Suns winning 6 +290. 100 wins you 290.
There you go.
Almost 300 bones right there. If you think they can win in 6 games. Now they got to win Saturday and probably Monday, but that's kind of how I look at it. That's all the NBA talk we're gonna have. I mean, that's all it is.
Yeah.
All right. So back to the cup of coffee a day parlay for the MLB. I made talk again. A lot of talking on Monday. We did a 6-leg. I did a 6-leg division winner parlay for the MLB before the season started. I went Padres to win. They're in 3rd place right now. They're 4 games back. I'm sorry. I can give you actually. That was the Padres. Come on. Padres are in 3rd. They are 6 games back. Doable. You got 80 games left. Then I went. This got to go. Then I went Rays. They're like 3 games behind the Red Sox right now. They're in 2nd. The White Sox are winning the division. The Athletics are like 2 games back behind the Astros. The Mets are winning their division, and the Reds are only a few games back also. That was a $10 bet to win $8,000, and I'm still alive. It doesn't look promising, but I'm still alive. Red Sox Yankees are on right now. I was told it was postponed because Aaron Judge had COVID, but apparently they're playing. So that must be why yesterday's game got postponed, and I got the notice late. Again, Crown's not here, but we wanted to talk White Sox versus Yankees at the Field of Dreams, which is awesome. But I saw a picture of the Field of Dreams, and they renovated everything. They brought in a fence. They brought in a warning track. They put a big backstop up. Like, I thought we were going to the Field of Dreams to play, like, fucking baseball. Like, throw some cameras out there and let the boys play. If the ball goes in the corn, the ball goes in the corn. But, you ever been to the Field of Dreams?
No.
I went a couple years back. I was working in Iowa. And I just I was like, I wonder how close I am. I typed it up. It was like a 10-minute drive. I don't know. I'm fucking going to that. It's awesome. It's literally the foul poles are American flags. They're just flag poles. It's one backstop, just like a little league backstop. There's no fences down the side. There's no outfield fence, and there was like 2 benches. That was it.
Huh.
And they brought in everything and like renovated it. I honestly thought it'd be way cooler. Like they probably had to do that because you don't want your outfielder rolling their ankle on a molehill, right?
Yeah.
Like that makes sense.
Yeah.
You don't want them running into the corn,
right?
Chasing a fly ball. But to me, the beauty of the Field of Dreams was, hey, we're gonna go play on this shitty baseball field like we were kids. You know,
Right.
Every kid ever dreamed of. But
Yeah.
They renovated the whole thing. They made a MLB logo in the corn with the corn maze. That was kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool.
That bummed me out when I saw that. And we recently had the Home Run Derby and the All-Star Game. Did you watch any of that, Nate?
Yeah, big baseball guy.
You said yeah, and I was like, oh, did you really?
No.
Home Run Derby was legit. You missed an absolute show.
That would probably be the only thing I watched, but I honestly didn't even know what was going on.
So all the attention was on Shohei Ohtani, pitcher, hitter.
Yeah.
Like the first time in 100 years it's ever happened. They're comparing him a lot to Babe Ruth, and I have mixed feelings about that, and I'm not going to get into it now. But Pete Alonso. So in the first inning or the first round, you get 3 minutes plus a bonus minute, I think, or something along those lines. They were averaging like 20, 22, somewhere in there. Pete Alonso hit 35 home runs.
Oh, shit.
And they were fucking moonshots, dude. They weren't like and he changed the home run derby. Like he picked his own music, so they get to hand it all. I'm sure they all get to do it. But Pete Alonso, he's from the New York Mets. He only picked New York rappers. So like for 3 minutes, it was just New York rappers playing, and he's in the batter's box, just bobbing his head, waving pitches on, like, let's fucking go. I'm having a good time. Whop! And he just fucking smokes one, stares at it for a second, bobs his head, get back in, and then he calls timeout, because you get one timeout for 3 minutes, and later on you get one timeout in the 2-minute round. But you get out, you take a Gatorade. He goes, nah, I don't need a fucking Gatorade. He just walks around the plate, bobbing his head, dancing a little bit, feeling himself.
Okay.
It was awesome, man. It was fun to watch. He was a kid. And then after the 35 home runs, he went over to the booth and they were doing an interview with him. Nobody gave a fuck about the next guy to hit. By the way, he hit 28, hit the second most, and he just had a bad. Pete Alonso was winning that. It didn't matter who was facing him. Pete Alonso went from like plus 800 to win that after that round to minus 160.
Yeah,
I was watching the live odds, and then he does the interview. And he's still like bobbing his head, having a good time, just super chill, talking to the guys. He's like, yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to be a kid again. This has been my dream since I was a little kid. He won it last year too, by the way. And he goes, 2 years ago, because they didn't get to do it last year because of COVID. But he's just having a good fucking time, just talking to the boys, being a kid, walking around talking to everybody. And then after he was done with that, he went down to the cage, sat up against the wall, and just fell asleep. It was awesome. Shohei Ohtani and Juan Soto are hitting, two of the best players in the game right now. That was like the most watched home run derby, and it was because of those two guys. And Pete Alonso's just in the cage sleeping, not giving a fuck.
He's out. He was full go for the.
That was awesome.
35.
And then round 2 came along, and he just fucking crushed balls again. And then the championship came, and he had to hit 20. So you only get 2 minutes in the championship round. And Trey Mancini battled colon cancer for 3 years, almost died, came back, and now he's in the fucking home run derby. Like, amazing story behind this guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's in the home run derby. He's facing Pete Alonso. He hits 26 or something like that. So you only get 2 minutes. They were averaging 22 in the first round. He hit 20 in 2 minutes. He was just smoking balls. And then you get your bonus time. You got a 30-second bonus time. Hit a couple more. And I think he finished with 28 or something like that. And the announcer goes over to him, or the interviewer goes over to him and goes, how do you feel about your chances, Trey? And he looks back at Pete and he goes, not great. You hit 28 home runs. And he goes, yeah, still not great. And I think Pete Alonso had like 28 before the 2 minutes was even up. Like, outrageous.
Yeah.
He didn't even need to take a timeout. He was on such a and he took a timeout, walked around the plate, bobbed his head, like got the crowd up. He hit his last one. He dropped his bat. And he walked out in front of the plate and watched it hit, and then he went title belt, hit him with the title belt.
Nice.
It was awesome. And then his interview, he goes, I'm just the best power hitter in the game, and it showed tonight. That's what he said.
Hey, man. He had big dick energy the whole time.
I'm the best power hitter in the game, and it was on display tonight. That's what he said. It was awesome, man.
Fuck yeah.
I love that so much.
Good shit.
All-Star game was the next night. I fucked that up, but oh well. The All-Star game was the next night. It was a good All-Star game. All the attention was on Shohei for his 3 batters, and that's all they talked about. But a bunch of pitchers just threw to 3 batters. 1, 2, 3 on 3 batters. Vladimir Guerrero wins the MVP. He hit a 500 and I think it was like it might have somewhere around 500 feet. He hit a 500-foot bomb, solo shot to put 1 run on the board. Next time he comes into bat, hits an 80-foot grounder, scores a run. The beauty of baseball.
That's 80-foot
It was
grounder.
bases loaded, so yeah, he just rolled over a ball to the first baseman. I don't think he was safe by any means, but scored a run. So a 500-footer and an 80-footer MVP. Not a big deal. I love watching the young kids play. So I think the average age in that All-Star game was like 23 or 26 or something like that. Yeah, it was young
Probably
boys.
really young.
And I think there was something like 15 first-time All-Stars. And it was cool. Their jerseys had their obviously name and number, and then under the number it had a star. And it had 1 star for every year you've been an All-Star.
Okay, that's cool.
A lot of 1 star.
Oh, yeah.
It took me a while to even notice because everybody had a 1 star. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is that star there for?
Didn't think nothing of it.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, this guy's got like 15 stars.
Just a star times 15.
One thing I
save space.
didn't touch on, and Kyle's not here, so I'll shit on the Cubs for him. Cubs threw a no-hitter a while back.
Yep.
Craig
Remember
Kimbrell.
that?
Craig Kimbrell comes out of the easy for me to say comes out of the bullpen, finishes the no-hitter. He's looking around like his team comes out and celebrate, and he's just like looking around like what the fuck? Like we won. Who cares? And then someone told him, you can see his face like, oh, I had no idea. I had no idea we had a no-hitter going. I didn't fucking know. Just sleeping in the bullpen. And then they lost 11 straight. After that. Good old Cubbies.
That's baseball.
That's baseball, baby.
That's sports.
I think we are at Fowler's Foley's unless you have any baseball
No.
talk for us.
Yeah.
Fowler's Foley's filled with flags and flails and flops and fails. When it comes, we all will. Fowler's Foley's.
Got really close to that one.
What was your Fowler folly? The Cubs?
Oh, that Cubs.
Oh, yeah. That's bad.
Just losing 11 straight after a no-no.
It's another baseball one. I'm sure you know because we were just talking about. How do you say his name? Shohei?
Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah. So I haven't read too much into it. I just seen kind of an article. I don't really like him to begin with. He's just an absurd idiot at all times, and I think that's why he gets money, just because he screams into his microphone at all times. But Stephen A. Smith going on and saying that
about Ohtani. I was
Shohei,
like, what are you talking
no, saying
Yeah.
Shohei shouldn't be the face of the MLB because he needs an interpreter is absolute fucking bullshit. Because baseball is an international game.
Yep.
Why the fuck is it such a big deal that what is he? Is he Chinese or
I
do we
don't
know? Asian American coming out here and playing America's sport and being the best baseball player right now.
That's it.
Why can't he be the face? That's absolutely absurd. Just like, I mean, at some point, LeBron is going to retire, and who would be next? I would, off the top of my head, I would think Luka Doncic.
There you go.
And he's not from America, so why the fuck does that matter?
Dude, there's been so many. So I've watched. So did you watch Get Up when Jet Passon and Stephen A. were talking to each other about this?
No.
Jet Passon. I love listening to Jet because he's just a calm dude. He doesn't get overly excited. He just talks like this the whole time. And he basically just tore Stephen A. up. Just talking like this. Like, yeah, but explain to me why he wouldn't be able to be the face just because he doesn't speak your language. And he just kept doing it.
Exactly.
He just fucking politely tore Stephen A. up. It
Yeah,
was
because
awesome.
what the fuck does it matter? It doesn't matter if there was an Asian American playing the NFL. Like, who the fuck are you to dictate who should be the face of whatever sport or whatever?
I don't give a fuck who you are, what you look like.
If you're
what
good,
you
you're
talk about.
good.
How hard do you throw and how far do you hit the ball?
Exactly.
That's all that matters to me. Entertain me.
Yeah. I think he was just trying to get a rile up to get the attention on his show or whatever,
Yeah.
and it ended up becoming
It
a
worked.
anti-Asian.
It still worked. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Good publicity is publicity.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I don't like Stephen A. at all.
I can't stand him. All he does is yell, and I can't fucking stand it.
I've said it on the show before. I can't stand
Yeah, he's an absolute idiot.
But yeah, if you get a chance, look up Stephen A. and Jet Passing going at it. And it's really good.
Yeah.
I just happened to catch it too. I was in here working. I turned the TV on for the dogs out there, so they had some noise. And I walked out there and Jet Passing. I love Jet Passing. He was on the screen. I'm like, I'm watching, and I go, okay, what the hell is he talking about? And then Stephen A. pops up, and I go, this motherfucker. And then I found out what was going on. I'm like, okay, Jet.
Yeah. Yeah. So that no actual folly. I guess a sports folly, but yeah.
Stephen A. gets in there.
Yeah, but that definitely deserved to be talked about. I don't even watch baseball, and that was just absolutely absurd that you would try to dictate who should be the face of whatever sport just because he's.
There's so many people
interpreter.
that need interpreters. Now, I'll say this: they did an interview with Shohei Ohtani in the All-Star game. Then they said, "And coming up, an interview with Shohei Ohtani." And I looked at Julie and I go, "I really don't need to hear his fucking." What did I forget how I worded it, and I gotta be careful here now. I said something
His
about
interpreter.
Yeah, I really don't want to hear him talk, or I don't like the way they go about the interview. So like, I say something to you, the interpreter says it in Asian to Ohtani. Ohtani says it. I don't want to see a live interview with him. Basically, is what I don't like all the time wasted.
Yeah.
Just show me the interview. Like just cut it.
Yeah.
Do the interview and cut it. I don't need to see the back and forth between those two.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah.
But I don't hate the guy because he can't speak English.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. In baseball, there's a lot of people that are.
It's a Dominican ran.
Yeah, I was gonna say
now.
Dominican or Puerto Rican or some type of Chinese.
Mm-hmm. Vladimir Guerrero right now. He doesn't speak a lick of English.
Dude, fucking Big Papi can barely speak English.
Go.
Like what the fuck? Like what was the purpose of even saying that?
Doesn't make any sense.
Now he's on fucking eggshells right now.
Now I'm not even gonna defend him. I was gonna say, is Shohei ever gonna be on like Saturday Night Live or the Good Morning Show?
No, probably not.
No, but what the fuck does that matter?
Yeah. But that's it for me.
Yeah, that's it for me. Final thoughts?
As always, drink your water. The other day, thanks to Rachel going to, if you're in the Illinois area, I don't know how far it is from here, but there's a place in Illinois called Binny's.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a Wise Guys, but I think it has more alcohol than a Wise Guys in our area. She ended up finding the 30 rack of Natter Days, the regular flavor, and then she was like, oh, they also have the pineapple lemonade. So I said, fuck it up.
I don't like pineapple.
It's not bad. I thought I didn't like it at first, but now that I've been drinking them more, it's kind of 50-50.
I got a 30 rack of Natter Days out there I don't like either.
I was going to ask you. I was going to say I'll just drink those, but I was already having them.
Here, dude.
And then she grabbed a bunch of other shit too, so shout out to her. She spent like, I think she said almost, she spent over like $100 on
it's
just
hard
trying
not
different
to
stuff.
in that store.
That's what we did. Where'd we go?
There's a Viking
I think Michigan.
beer. There's a Viking beer in that store.
Uh-huh.
It comes in a 4-pack. It's all glass bottles, smaller glass bottles, a little expensive. Some of the best stuff you're ever gonna have. It's not Viking blood. Viking blood is a wine.
Yeah, it's a meat or whatever.
I forget what it's called, and I'll take a picture of it and shoot it out. But it's good shit.
Yeah. Yeah, she went in there, and there was a bunch of stuff that we wanted to try. Like Dos Equis has a flavored beer that they had that we wanted to try because she's big into Dos Equis. But yeah, anyways, if whatever you're looking for that's online that they don't have at Cask and Barrel or Bootleg Liquors around here or Wise Guys in Maryville, hit up Benny's. Benny's has got it. Did my engagement photos the other day.
I saw those. Not bad, dude.
I actually enjoyed it.
You look so fucking good with the gift.
Yeah, I had to make sure I had to cut my hair again. I didn't want to, but she was like, oh, whatever.
Goddamn ball.
I almost fucked him up the day before. So we had pictures on Tuesday. Monday, I went outside and I played basketball in that 94-degree heat.
Oh no.
I put sunscreen on. I put it on more than once, and I was wearing a hat. But my nose got a little red, so she's like, "Oh, your face is red now. You're gonna ruin the pictures." I'm like, "No, I think I'll be okay." But yeah, the pictures went a lot better than I thought. Cause like I keep telling everybody, if like we're out at a party or something and I get a picture with the boys, it's like 1 picture, 2 max. We don't look at it. We just say, "Oh, it's good. It's fucking go."
Gonza, yeah.
With the girls, it's Oh, I don't like that picture. My hair was over my ear. Let me tuck my hair.
Yep.
Oh, I was at the wrong angle. Let me turn to this side. Oh, nope. You be on the right side now. I'm over it now. I'm done with it because now I'm giving you a fake smile. Because the first couple, I'm giving you like that good laugh where you see the happiness in my eyes. Now it's just fake.
I think every man that's listening to this right now feels you.
So I thought that was what that was going to be.
Oh,
I'm
the
like,
engagement pictures?
Yeah.
Oh, you're
photos.
outside of your mind.
Yeah. Because we're gonna
were
be
in for like a 3-hour. day.
It was 2 hours.
Oh God.
She was like, yeah. I was like, so how long is this? How long is the photo shoot? She's like 2 hours, and I'm like, it's fucking hot outside. I'm like, dude. And then we brought two different outfits, as you see in the pictures.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you think I cruised through those, you're outside of your mind.
Oh, I don't blame you.
I saw them come up and I said, they look good.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, I'm like, we got to be like, I brought a towel because I knew I was gonna pit my shirts out. But I'm like, I'm like 2 hours of pictures with you, like this is gonna be dreadful. But the photographer was actually really nice. She was keeping us in the shade for the most part. The place we went to is Hamster Gardens. It's in DeMont. It's like you can miss it. Like the sign isn't very big, so unless you have it up on the GPS, you have no fucking idea where you're at. It's been built since they've been putting shit in there since 1960. So there's shit from everywhere. Like there's stuff from like they have like a little building built up that was from like Europe in there. They had like a doorway that was from like Japan or something. It had little dragons out in the front. We took a few pictures. Some of the pictures I think they got posted were in front of that thing. Side note, we were taking a picture and we were in that spot and we were kind of behind the statues of the dragon dog things. And like we were taking a break in between. I look over and I'm like, that's his fucking balls. They put balls on the statue, and then on the other one, it had the female.
Oh my
thing.
God!
And then I'm talking to the photographer. I'm like, yeah, this fucking dragon's got nuts over here. And she looked in the front. She's like, yep, that's boy. Yeah. But it was like a Alice in Wonderland type deal. Like not as trippy, but there was like it was made for pictures.
Okay.
So like they had shit everywhere where you could just take pictures wherever the fuck you want. Like it was in this person's house. It was like private property. All you got to call and like let them know that you're coming in. You don't have to pay for anything, and you walk around and do whatever the fuck you want. It was nuts. It was really nice in there. And 2 hours, the photographer was super cool. She was like, "Oh, you guys are great." Like
2 hours is a long time.
Yeah,
man.
It went a lot faster than I thought. Because I thought I was gonna be done in like 30 minutes, but it wasn't bad. I mean I didn't like enjoy it, but it wasn't awful. I was able to deal with it. Yeah, photos came in. They actually look really good. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, and then this weekend we have off for football. Next weekend's our last home game. It sounds weird, but we're celebrating breast cancer awareness. Our season doesn't go into November, but we have myself.
That's a big football thing too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, myself and a few guys on the team have had people who have had family members that have dealt with some type of cancer. So it being the last game of the season, we celebrate it. Last home game.
My grandma's going through it for the second time.
Oh shit. Yeah.
She beat it the first time, and then was like, "I got you. I'm back."
Yeah, I got my dad's mom had the same thing. But my great grandma had it once. My dad's mom, same thing. Had it in one breast, got it removed, was good. Got it in the other one, got that one removed. And then I had my mom's mom. I don't think she didn't have breast cancer, but she had like cancer everywhere. Yeah. So this is going to be a big game for us who have had to deal with that stuff. We do it every year, but it definitely hits closer to home now that I've recently lost a grandma to that.
Yeah.
So it's our last home game. It should be a good one. It's another South team. We played this team. Oh, no, we haven't played this team. It's a new team. I don't think they've been playing really well, but fuck, our offense don't play that shit.
Baby.
Yeah. Our offense doesn't play that great anyway, so we'll see what the hell happens. But yeah, it'll be our last home game. So if you get the show, it should be a good time.
I'd like to be there. It's on the calendar. I'll be home that weekend, and then we got Wiseman's bachelor party the weekend after.
Right. Yeah. Oh well, I guess I can talk to you about that off mic. Yeah, that's it. Drink your water, motherfuckers.
We have been Degenerates with the Overtime Sports Network. You can find the Overtime Sports Network on the interwebs at otsportsnetwork.wixsite.com/OTSN. You can find me on Twitter at Rogers2Denver. You can find Nate on Twitter at Fowler's Follies.
_Follies.
Fowler's_Follies. And we have been Degenerates, and we are out.